I go right into a story about something that happened that day that's relevant to them. But other times I kind of just wing it. So I'm really not totally sure what to do for the opening of my presentation. And I talk about mental health, transforming stigma.
Sure.
I share my story and some ways to go about transforming stigma. Any thoughts on how I can go about crafting that nice piece of bread for the opening?
Well, I'm glad you remember that because that's very important, right? It's intentional. Your opening story has to set the foundation for the rest of your presentation.
Okay.
And in that first bite, that first morsel, that first taste you're giving your audience, you have to set them up so they understand how they're going to go from the beginning to content piece 1, content piece 2, content piece 3, or however many content pieces you have, and then conclude. So that first story has to transition perfectly into the rest of your presentation. And it depends on who your audience is, depends on the goal of your presentation. Some of the stories that you should share at the beginning should be those personal stories that connect directly to the theme of the event, the theme of the conference, the theme of the seminar. Some stories shouldn't be personal. Some stories should be more of a workplace story or a story that the audience can relate to, not necessarily about the theme of the event. Both work for different kinds of reasons. The personal obviously shows that you have a personal investment in what's going on.